Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad to have you. My name's Amanda and I like to cook without recipes. Today I'm really excited about what I'm doing. I'm not usually known for pre-planning very often, but today, earlier this week when I was looking at my menu, I realized I just happened to put grilled chicken on the menu for 3 different meals. So tonight I'm going to grill up all of my chicken and I will use it for a grilled chicken salad, fajitas, and for quesadillas later in the week. So I'm going to show you how to do that throughout this video that I'll be filming over the course of a couple of days. So it's gonna be fun. Anyway, lots to do, let's get started. All right, so I've got a big package of chicken here and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna prep it all up, like I said, and cook it all today. And that's gonna make dinners the rest of this week go by so much faster. So the first thing I wanna do so that the chicken will cook faster is I'm going to fillet all of these into 2 big pieces. So I'm just running my knife parallel and I want to stay away from my stomach. If you can do it away from you, that's even better. I can't quite do that. So I'm always just really careful and I go slow. But so you want to try to have them about the same thickness. So I'm going to go ahead and show you another one and then I will get the rest of them done. So again, I'm just kind of going slow. If you have a very sharp knife, you can do this easier. I hate to keep complaining about my knives, but I still haven't done it. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will know that I need to get my knife sharpened. It will get done one of these days. I'm gonna wash my hands and we're gonna make a quick seasoning for our chicken. So now we got a big bowl of chicken. I'm gonna add some olive oil. Actually, let me go ahead and gather up all my ingredients. Okay, so I've got some avocado oil. And this is a lot of chicken, so I want to make sure I can get it all nice and coated in there. And we've got one of my favorites, onion powder, and some garlic powder. Just keeping this really simple. This is paprika. And then I've got some smoked salt. Since I'm gonna be grilling these inside today, using this smoked salt will give it, oh gosh, it smells so good. It'll give it that kind of outdoor grilled flavor. I'm really excited. We ordered a new barbecue grill, but it's not coming till later this week. So I'll actually be able to do some grilling outside and the weather's getting nicer. Today is so gorgeous. We had a really, really cold Sunday and then some just regular black pepper. And our weather's been really up and down here in Washington this last week. And it's it can't make up its mind. So I just want to make sure that these chicken get all nice and coated. Get friendly with each other, right? All right, so now it looks like each chicken breast has a good amount of the seasoning on it. Just double checking the ones on the bottom there. And then we'll go over to the stove. All right, so I've been letting this preheat. I've got an indoor griddle. You can also just use a cast iron skillet. Since I'm doing so many chickens, I decided to get my bigger griddle out. But you know, whatever you have. This is some coconut oil. Coconut oil can go to high temperature. So it's a good one to use. But that's also why I coated the chicken with a little bit of avocado oil. That'll help protect it too. I'm gonna have to turn this on, so hopefully it won't get too loud. I'll put it on low and see if that'll help keep the smoke down. So, again, we want this to be really, really, really hot. And let's see how it goes. Yeah, see, it's not hot enough. I didn't hear it sizzle. So I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I've got it on high. One thing I did want to say is, like, I just mixed up my own seasoning mix, but if you have something like this is Montreal chicken seasoning or any of your favorite other grill flavored seasonings, just going for some kind of basic grill. This one's garlic, onion, salt, spices. I just always check to make sure that there's no MSG added. That might be something you might think about. MSG gives me migraines, so I'm not saying it gives everyone migraines, but if it's something you want to think about. So I like pre-mixed seasoning sometimes, but I do always check the ingredients. All right, let's see. It's feeling hot. It takes a long time for cast iron to get hot. Jeez. Okay, this end is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down here. But once it does get hot, it retains the heat and keeps the heat evenly spread. I'm just gonna put my chicken on here, and it's gonna cook up about probably about 5 minutes per side, and I'll check on it to make sure it's cooked, done, and then we'll check back. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at it to flip it. Look at that, perfect. So I'll flip it again. This end didn't seem to get, see, this side didn't get as hot, so probably what I'm gonna do actually is, this piece of chicken's a little bit smaller, so I'm gonna move it and put the bigger ones back there. Sometimes you just have to get to know your stove. And I mean, this is a brand new stove, but for some reason, there's gonna be hot spots and cool spots on any stove that you use. So just start to get to know it, and that way you can put thicker pieces where they might need more time, you know, and kind of move your food around as you're cooking. So I'm actually gonna, you don't want to move it around too much or else you won't get those pretty grill marks, but I've got a lot of chicken here and I want to fit another one on here. So get this all done, and I can just do this today, and then I won't have to do the meat, and then the other night it'll make cooking go a lot quicker. So today is St. Patrick's Day. By the time that this video goes up, it won't be, obviously, but I did get my traditional green smoothies for my kids. Almost every year, most of the years I do green smoothies. They love that. I do like a banana spinach smoothie. Some years, like, I've made green pancakes, or I like to do green ham and spinach wraps. But yeah, I always do some kind of fun food for them. They're 13 now, and I'm glad that they indulged their mom and they let me take a picture of them. I'll post it right here, of them with their green smoothies. So that was fun. And then I had some green eyeshadow on, but that was this morning and it's probably mostly faded off. Okay, I'm gonna leave these chickens alone and we're gonna let them cook up, and I'll check back in a minute. All right, I think the chicken is done. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a poke with your instant read thermometer. You want it to get to 165 degrees. After a while, you can get kind of used to what a done chicken breast looks like. But even though I've been cooking for 25 years, I still like the confidence of knowing that if I'm right or not. And see, because I tend to get a little impatient because I want dinner to cook fast. And see, this one isn't quite at 165 yet. So it's also, like I said, it was my kind of thicker one. So let me check one of these smaller ones and see. So when you put the thermometer in, you want to make sure it's not poking through your chicken breast anywhere, and that it's in the thickest part of the chicken breast. So this one is, they call them instant read, but they're actually quite slow. I want to get, they do have some that are a lot faster. Yeah, this one is just at 165, so we're good, because it'll also have a little bit of carryover cooking time. And I can guarantee that one is the same size, so it's probably done. Let me check this guy, because this one is the one I put on later, but it is smaller. Ah, it keeps poking through. So you definitely want to make sure your thermometer stays in the chicken breast. So one reason why I take the time to cut the chicken breast in half is, one, you get more seasoning because you just doubled the amount of chicken you have on the surface. And secondly, it will make your chicken cook faster. Man, I got this thing on high. It feels like it's going slow tonight. Okay, so this one's still only at 150. So see, I was wrong. That is why I still use a thermometer. I'm gonna throw some more chicken. This one, nope, I can tell. So I'm like it's got too much bounce. I know it's not done. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a couple more and keep on going. All right, so for the first night this week with all of my grilled chicken, I'm making an amazing grilled chicken and strawberry cucumber salad. So I just cut up some lettuce, and I actually then used a bag salad that has shredded cabbage and shredded carrots, just to give a little bit of variety and texture. And I didn't want to deal with all the shredding myself, so I took a little shortcut. And then I chopped up some cucumber and a couple of fresh strawberries. I'm gonna probably add a couple more. These strawberries are like huge. I've still got the chicken grilling here in the background, but I'm almost got through all of them. I wanted to make sure that these had some time to rest. This one I just took off, so I'm gonna leave it. And then I'm just going to slice these into good size for my salad. And I actually like to leave the chicken off to the side. That way everyone can kind of like toss the salad and they can add how much chicken they want. And then if there's leftover greens, I will put them in a mason jar and vacuum seal them, and then have leftover salad the next day. So this is how I'm using my grilled chicken for the first day. And I will show you later this week how I turn it into fajitas and quesadillas. If you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button, like, and give me a comment. Thank you. Oh, Watson, what are you doing? Oh, you smell that good chicken, huh, don't you? So I'm back. It's been a couple of days. The other day I grilled all that chicken and had a really good strawberry chicken salad, and tonight I'm back. So I've got my chicken here. I just put it all in a bag. I chopped it all up that night and put it in a Ziploc bag, which was actually kind of funny because I made a short little video. It's called YouTube Shorts, and it's kind of like the competition with TikTok, but it was just a 30-second video. And it was showing me using this product, which holds up your Ziploc bag. Some of y'all may have watched that video because it's my first video to like explode on YouTube, and I got over 1,500 views. So that was really exciting watching the view count go up, 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 up. Anyway, so I've got all this chicken, and tonight I'm going to turn it into fajitas. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to chop up an onion and put it in this. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my skillet like I do. Chop it up and get it going. So this is some avocado oil. Get my onions that fell out of the pot. All right, so y'all know how I like to work. I chop and put into the skillet as I go. Now, sometimes when I'm cooking, I talk about how I want my onions. Sometimes I want them translucent, sometimes I want them caramelized. In fajitas, we want them nice and caramelized. So I'm gonna work on a pretty high heat, and we want them to get nice and brown. Oh yeah, and if you don't work with a little trash bowl by your side, that's something that you might wanna think about starting, because it makes things very convenient to chop and have a little trash bowl or compost bowl. So I'm going around the top of my bell pepper, and actually, perfectly good bell pepper to use. And then that's the seed pod, so I'll reach in and just kind of pull and twist and pull out any seeds. I mean, you can eat the seeds, they're fine, but, and then we'll chop and drop again. And since this chicken is already cooked, this meal will come together in like under 15 minutes. If you have the skin side down to your cutting board, it's gonna let your knife go through easier. And then tonight I am serving this with some cilantro lime rice that I've got cooking in my Instapot. So this chicken is cold because I just pulled it out of the refrigerator. So after the vegetables are cooked, I will take out however much I want and just reheat it right here in the same skillet, and I'll be able to plate it up and serve with some sour cream, some extra cilantro, if you want some salsa, and then we'll be back later this week, and we'll use all the rest of the chicken in quesadillas. So while these are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and salt them. The salt will actually help break down the bell pepper and onion and like help it soften as it cooks too, along with flavoring it. And some pepper. And you know, just for fun, I'm going to add some taco seasoning. Just to give it a little, remember my chicken is already seasoned, so that's good, but then we'll give the vegetables a little extra seasoning too. So we're just gonna let these cook down for a couple of minutes until they get to the color you want. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add, you could keep the vegetables out separate, but my chicken's already cooked. I just need to warm it through. So I'm just gonna add my chicken straight to this bowl and let it warm through. I'm gonna lower the heat down and I'll stick a lid on this so it'll kind of just steam the chicken to get it warm through. Actually, now I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and the chicken will warm through and we'll plate it up and I'll show you how it looks.
Okay, really quick, I'm about to plate up my dinner, but if you're lucky enough to have a gas stove, you can take your tortilla and quickly run it across the gas and you will get a nice good char.
Hey guys, I'm in my yoga gear. I prepped up dinner and then went and did yoga while kids and the husband were still at Taekwondo. They're about to walk through the door, so I wanted to plate up the chicken fajitas and give them a quick show, but I wasn't about to like go back into my other clothes because you know what? This is my family life and I'm just bringing y'all along into my kitchen and showing you how we cook up dinners and have tasty treats. That sounded really stupid. How I cook dinner, you know, and I don't know. I just want to have y'all come and enjoy spending time with me. Thank you so much, and we'll be back soon. All right, so I've got some cucumbers, some shredded carrots, some thinly sliced tomatoes, chopped up lettuce, and from my big thing of leftover chicken, I heated some chicken up in the microwave. You can also, you know, just put it back in your skillet and heat it up that way really quickly. And then I took a tortilla and ran it over my gas flames, kind of get it that kind of almost charred around the edges. And we'll just simply assemble, oh, and I've got some croutons. I think adding croutons to your chicken wraps kind of gives you that little surprise crunch, and it just makes them feel a little bit more decadent, I think, if you're a crouton fan. My husband doesn't like croutons, so he will leave them out. But just get a little bit of everything. Where is my towel? Because some croutons, man. Okay, who else does this? They overstuff their wraps. So this is gonna be more like a taco. And then I'm gonna put some of this ranch dressing on top. And chicken salad wrap for the win. I hope y'all are having a really good day. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my show here. If you could please hit the subscribe button, I would so appreciate it. And hit like and comment. I worked really hard on this video, so I hope it all comes together in my crazy, chaotic ways. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.